find you alive. This quote makes me want to discover the wanderlust within me. You know what's the most intriguing thing about living independently? Once you taste the flavor of it, nothing else seems delicious. Within a month of leaving Mumbai and working from home, I realized I can't keep living this nana life anymore. I decided to embark on a trip to Rishikesh, a destination on my bucket list since 2021. Well, like all other WhatsApp group plans, this one never materialized beyond chats. I asked each of my friends if they would accompany me to Rishikesh, and the response was as predictable as Monday morning blues. A resounding no. Unlike the hypes of ZNMD and Dil Chahta Hai, I thought, why not pursue a solo trip queen style? In the excitement, I booked the tickets and hostels. But no matter how independent you are, if you are at your parents' home, dude, you need permissions. My mom, being so over dramatic, bombarded me with all possible excuses to deny me permission. How would you go alone? It's not safe for girls, etc., etc. But at last she used her trump card, swore on me to cancel the tickets. Leaving me no other option but to cancel, I was disheartened. Fear not, dear audience, determination prevailed. Years from now, you'll be more disappointed by the things you didn't do than by the ones you did. So I thought, let's go to Rishikesh from Mumbai. Problem solved. But it wasn't as simple. Packing winter clothes raised suspicion at home, prompting me to reveal my entire plan. After weeks of convincing, my mom finally agreed and I was on cloud nine. Now imagine reaching your hostel expecting a lively gathering of fellow travelers, only to find it empty. Turns out, Rishikesh in winters isn't exactly a hotspot for tourists. All alone in a 6-bed hostel room, I doubted my decision. I thought, why I have come here? I took a stroll on the road and stumbled upon a cafe. The live music, bonfire, full moon, mountain view and coffee acted as a silver lining to my dark clouds and reaffirmed my decision. Despite the late hour, I was reluctant to leave as I was thoroughly enjoying myself. Just as I was about to depart, I noticed another solo traveler. Interacting with her comforted me, leading to another 1 hour sitting there listening her stories. After which, she dropped me off at my hostel. But who knew adventure awaited afterwards? Now imagine at 1 a.m. hearing footsteps in an empty hostel room. I was so petrified that I fell out of my bed in my half-asleep state. Turns out, it was just the hostel manager showing room to other travelers. We all laughed like anything and he was kind enough to send another traveler to my room. Next day, I headed to river rafting. Lack of swimming skills, aquaphobia and chilling winters of January made it even more challenging. But when the sun spread its warmth by shining across the pearls of Ganges, it was a sign to go ahead. Riding those waves was such an exhilarating experience that the cold waters and fear didn't bother me any longer. And I even jumped out from the raft in the middle of waves, of course with life jacket and ropes and under supervision. After this thrilling and chilling experience, I took warmth in bonfire, Pahada Wali Maggi and a cooler coffee. Well, isn't life a river, sometimes calm, sometimes turbulent? Learn to flow with it and you'll find peace even in the rapids. Well, for someone who's afraid even on the Ferris wheel, my biggest challenge was bungee jumping. It was scarier than the sea resort and they only give you 2 attempts to jump. So leaving all my fears at that edge with my heart pounding, I took the leap of a lifetime. And after 3 seconds, I felt like a bird soaring through the air. I hadn't felt that liberated ever. It was like once in a lifetime kind of experience. Now, to explore Rishikesh to the fullest, people suggested renting a two-wheeler. Having never ridden scooty on hills, I thought numerous thoughts crossed my mind. How will I navigate all alone? What if I get lost? What if scooty runs out of petrol in the middle of nowhere? But anyways, I went ahead. Riding that scooty on the Janki Jhula across the mesmerizing Ganga view was the most amazing two-wheeler ride ever. To get the best view of Rishikesh, I drove it to Bhutnath temple. The route was scary as hell, but the mesmerizing view from the top was totally worth it. Followed by the serene Ganga Aarti at the Triveni Ghat. Well, the next day, adventure continued with hiking up to a secret waterfall, serenaded by the retro Bollywood tunes played by strangers on guitar. It was like stumbling upon a soulful live concert in the middle of waterfalls. I was so engrossed that 2 hours just went by like anything. After which, I explored all other remaining places and did cafe hopping until darkness set in, when I realized I was short on cash with a dying phone battery and no power. I got anxious. On top of that, I saw a dog. Usually a fearful sight for me. But to my surprise, the dog guided me instead of frightening me. After finally reaching the hostel, I took a sigh of relief. This trip has been a roller coaster of emotions for me, teaching me adaptability, self-reliance, power in finding vulnerability, and embracing discomfort as a stepping stone to personal growth. It has made me a whole new person. Post this trip, I don't bother much about French excuses. I'm much more comfortable going out on my own, be it watching movies, attending concerts, or eating out at a cafe. So dear Toastmasters, when was the last time you stepped out of your comfort zone? I would urge you to savor the sweet and sour taste of solo travel and experience solitude while discovering yourself. Thank you.